So what can I say to you? But I'm off that, had to fall back. You got everybody thinking I'm all bad. You know the truth. I was always holding you down. You down. Baby. What is this for this girl? What is love? Love, what is love? You believe in it for two.
Yo, what it do, man? This is your boy North End Floyd, man, and this is the Kickback podcast. This is Ep.201, and I got a good friend of mine, man. I got the House Whisperer on the scene, so this gonna be a dope show, man, because a lot of y'all, and including myself, was in this particular position where I wanted to know some information, and I had to do some research and all this, and you know what I'm saying? Now I have somebody that can help y'all, you know what I'm saying, with the information y'all need and whatever. You don't have to be all, what I need to do. But enough of the small talk, man. Let me introduce my guest. My guest, who I got on EP 201.
What's up, guys? This is Cicely Moore, the House Whisperer. Got more in the house.
For sure, for sure. When I, saying ask my guests to come on the show, it's a good like 2-3 weeks at a time or whatever. I give them plenty of time to see if they available. And when I hit you, you was available, but you was nervous.
I got like a week, I think.
No, you got a week. No, it's been a couple weeks.
Okay.
It's been a couple weeks for sure.
Okay.
I like to give people like enough time to. But I was a little concerned with you because you say you was nervous, and I was like, how you nervous? You on Facebook, you the House Whisperer, you doing this, you doing that. And,
I'm naturally introverted. I've always
For
been
sure.
introverted. And it's so funny because I was telling you, a lot of my talents require me for me to be bold. And I always wonder, like, God, why did you do that? Like everything. But one thing, like I was telling you, I'm bold in my career.
yeah,
So, because it's something I love to do. When you're passionate about something, you come out.
for
So,
sure, for sure.
but naturally, I'm introverted.
Yeah, and that's the two of us. I mean, we both do things that people wouldn't think we're introverts. But we have to kind of be outside our comfort zone. But you do it well though. I mean,
Thank you.
as far as you like your presentation, as far as like on social media, as far as how like real estate and the House Whisperer and stuff like that. Heather on the scene. She say that's my girl.
Oh,
Heather, man, hey, y'all follow Heather on TikTok. She doing her thing. I think she be cooking on them.
she's doing her thing.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
she's gonna be at the breast cancer brunch. She's one of the vendors.
Okay,
So
for
you
sure.
have
I
to
didn't know
come out.
that.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Super
Your boy
dope.
Zach.
Zach?
Yeah,
Okay, that's my friend.
Dre.
Hey, Dre.
We was popping bottles on EP 200, man.
Yes,
We
I
was
saw
pop
that.
we had a good time, man.
I
That's
might need a bottle.
I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I know I needed to drink, but I didn't, I guess I kind of want them kind of
Got coffee?
I don't
Just
have
playing. I'm
coffee.
just playing.
I don't
I actually brought me some coffee.
I seen
Everybody
I,
didn't know
I
me,
seen you have some
I
coffee.
drink coffee.
Man, coffee late night.
All day.
It's
every
not
day.
just a morning thing.
No, I work 24/7. I mean,
Okay.
the crazy thing about it is I really didn't even have time to be nervous.
Hmm.
You know, I showed 12 houses yesterday. I worked up until 10:30, and you saw the Facebook
I did.
post.
Yeah.
Like I've been slammed, but I'm grateful.
That's what's up.
So mhm.
So where are you from? Are you from
I'm
here?
from Houston. I'm from H Town,
H
South Side,
Town.
10902, 10903 Lockgate Lane, South Side.
Okay, Southside
Red
in the
Ranger.
building. Yeah, we ride red for
For sure.
sure. Okay, all right. What brought you to Beaumont though?
Well, most of my family, they're here.
Mm.
My parents, they're both pastors. My dad inherited the church from my grandfather, and we were driving back and forth. So in my senior year, they
Okay.
sat me down and said they were moving to Beaumont.
Your
I
senior
screamed,
year,
my senior year.
man. That's that hurt.
Oh, I was crushed.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I yeah, I said some things I probably shouldn't have said.
Yeah, as a senior for sure.
But yeah, I was crushed because I had to leave some of my good friends and we moved here to Beaumont. But now that I'm older, I understand
Hmm.
why my parents did what they did, and I'm really grateful. I have great parents.
What high school you was going to when they hit you with that?
I went to well, first I went to Sterling High School, and then I went to oh my gosh, not health professions, but law. It's a law school there because my
Hmm.
goal was to be an attorney. I always wanted to be an attorney, but yeah.
Okay, all right. And what school you came to out here?
I went to Central first for a couple months,
Okay.
and then my parents transferred me to Ozan. It was the first graduating class at
Oh yeah.
Ozan. So
Yeah, no doubt.
yeah, class of 2000. What's up?
Yeah, for sure. I know some people from class of 2000 or whatever. So yeah, I remember that first year y'all was because a lot of Central people was going over there. Yeah, I think y'all got out like half the day. Y'all did half a day or
I don't
something like
know.
on
I didn't do
Fridays.
I didn't do half a day. I don't remember that, but
Okay, I thought on
maybe
Fridays y'all
some
got out like at
people.
12 or something.
We probably, I mean, that was ages ago, 20 years ago.
That was a
So
long time ago.
probably so. You're probably right.
Okay, so what'd you do before you got into real estate? What was CC doing? Uh,
I was a teacher.
What?
Yep,
Okay.
I was a teacher for about 5 years. I also worked at Mattress Firm for
Mm.
4 years,
Mm-hmm.
opening stores in different locations. And that's kind of when I started, like, wow, I can really sell. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
really good at this because I didn't think I would be good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was chosen to like open stores in Baltimore,
Mm.
um, in different places in New York. I opened stores and I would train the employees. So that's kind of where I started. And of course, I have my degree in criminal justice.
Mm.
Never used it because I was supposed to be an attorney, but I ended
So
up having kids and getting married and all the good stuff.
so you're one of those people who went to college and didn't use the degree.
Yes.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
Oh
And guess
damn.
what? I had a bonfire with that degree. I
Really?
sure did. Yes. When I first graduated in 2012, well, I was thinking I'm going to make more
Mm-hmm.
money,
For sure.
all of
Yes.
the things. I went out, I was super excited, and I was getting turned away because they were like, well, you need experience.
That's the yeah.
I'm like, but I got the degree.
Hmm.
And they were hiring people who had experience and didn't have a degree.
Yeah.
So I got really frustrated with the
Hmm.
process and one day went out in the backyard and set it to fire.
You said F it. I'm done
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
I'm not even
But
gonna lie.
I'll tell you this, that degree is actually coming in handy today for real estate. So
Okay.
God is good
Yeah.
and it's always intentional. So there was a reason for me to get that degree. And
Yeah.
yeah,
You
I
know,
got some
like
things coming up.
they always hit you with the you need experience and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, the field that I work in, I'm like the only one of the only guys that have a degree. Like
Right,
the other guys, they don't have no degrees. It's
right,
like it's like, did I do all this for nothing? But I think I had to, you know what I'm saying,
right,
as far as unfortunately for black people. But
right. Well, we work twice as hard.
yeah, for sure. But it's all good though. I mean,
Yeah,
cause I enjoyed the experience and I actually love college. High
me
school,
too.
man, I was just high school. I was skipping school and doing this and doing that, and you know what I'm saying. I didn't really care, man.
Really?
Thank God for my mom. She
Okay.
wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't graduated. She was persistent or whatever. But college, man, I took it serious. But
Yeah,
I guess because, like you said, man,
yeah.
wanting more money and
Right,
you know what I'm saying, you got a family and kids, so you
right.
know what I'm saying, it was the choice and stuff like that.
I
So
enjoyed college too, though.
yeah, college was cool. I actually think about going back sometimes, but I can't.
Why?
Yeah. It's just I just got too much going on. I don't have the
Right,
time for it. So,
right.
I don't have time to
I
dedicate it's
completely
yeah.
understand.
So so you end up getting into real estate.
Yes, yes.
Where you seen a commercial or what what you see?
Well,
What made you go real estate?
well, I had well, I was when I was working at Mattress Firm, I had to leave my job because I had some health issues.
Mm-hmm.
So I was down for like 3 years, and while I was down, I was watching HGTV, which might I add is not the truth. Okay.
HGTV, shout out to
And
HGTV. Yeah.
but so I was like, you know what? I can do that. I like to dress up.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah, I can do this.
I can see you saying that too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so I started taking my classes. I did all of my classes online.
Hmm.
And I had my I was done with the classes for a few years before I even started. So and my husband, he was like, you know what? Don't worry about the bills. Don't worry about anything. Just chase your goal, chase your dream, and I'm gonna support you 100%.
Mm.
And so that's kind of how I got started. And it's been a challenge, but I love what I do.
Yeah, because this the statistics.
Ooh,
They say like after the first year, you know what I'm saying, certain numbers, the numbers drop and all that. So is
I
it that stressful,
yes.
difficult?
Well, the thing is, there's a perception that you're gonna get in real estate, you're gonna get rich quick, you're gonna make all this money.
Yeah.
You can, but you have to work hard.
Hmm.
Nothing is gonna be given to you, and so 80% of realtors quit in the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Only 20%
That's cease.
stays. So the stakes are high in that situation. But if you have the right mentor and the right people around you,
Hmm.
and I always feel like I'm sorry to say this, but real estate is like the Cowboys. You either love it or you hate it. There
Yeah,
is
I
no.
am a cowboy fan for
I'm
sure.
sorry. Sorry.
Shout out to my cowboy nation, man. It is stressful sometimes.
Yes.
For
Yes.
sure, it's tough.
It's tough out there, but
But you're just loyal to it.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you either love it or you hate it. And it has to be something that's within you, really. Because if I didn't love it, I probably would have left a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, how'd you come up with the name The House Whisperer? I think that's kind of dope, though.
Well, I do have a content creator, shout out TB. Um,
Okay.
and we collaborate together. And so we kind of we come up, bounce ideas off of each other, but it was actually his idea.
Yeah.
And when he came up with the idea, I was like, that is so dope.
Yeah. The House Whisperer.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And so
Yeah.
it's been very successful, and I appreciate everybody's support.
Yeah, it's pretty dope or whatever. I think that's not when I first seen you, but when I looked at your videos and I seen like The House Whisperer, I was like, oh, that's pretty creative right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a story behind it, actually.
Okay.
Um, I started off, I'm not going to name drop or anything, but the first brokerage I started off at, I couldn't really get out there or market or do anything. So I ended up leaving after about 3 years. And when I did, it was scary,
Hmm.
but I didn't have any marketing going on. So nobody knew who I was. Like no one. And so when I moved over, it took like 5 months. I didn't sell anything,
Yeah.
and I was getting ready to leave altogether. I'm like, I'm not doing this. It's not working.
Yeah.
And then in comes this guy. He came to me. That's why I say everything in my career has been so organic, and that's how I know that it's God ordained because
Hmm.
I haven't forced anything. So TB comes walk in my office and he's like, he propositions, gives me a proposition to do videos. So I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm too shy. I'm worried about what people are going to say.
Yes.
And so we talked for like 2 months before I even would record anything. And the first video we dropped, he actually had to post it because
You was
I'm
scared to
like,
post it.
yes. And I cried all day.
What did you
Yeah.
cried after you did the video?
I cried after he posted the video.
Oh man.
Well, because I was afraid, when you're not used to putting yourself out there,
Yeah.
I'm worried about what people are going to
Yeah,
say.
I get you.
I'm worried about I'm a woman. Do I look good? Do I look fat? I'm just picking myself
Yeah,
apart.
yeah, you was going hard.
So, shout out to him. He really pushed me.
Okay, for
Yeah,
sure. Shout out
so
to
I
TB.
appreciate that.
Yeah. You know, I'm not even gonna lie, man. I recently did. Hey, y'all follow my Patreon, patreon.com/North End Floyd. But I recently did an episode last week that I did not post, and I gotta look at it. But
Why?
I shedded a tear on there. I actually cried a little bit on there. I shedded
Really?
I did.
Really?
I was talking about my grandma, and I got a little emotional.
You need to post that.
Now I gotta see how I look when I cried. If I
No.
look ugly, really ugly, I ain't finna. I'm not posting that or
But
whatever.
people love authenticity.
I
You
haven't
gotta
even
drop
watched it.
it.
I haven't even watched it
Don't
yet.
watch it. Don't watch
No,
it.
I
Let me
gotta.
tell you. Let me tell you. That's how I'm able to do what I do. TB does not allow me to watch any of my videos.
TB. Okay,
No, I don't
Iris.
watch any
I,
of it.
Iris said TB Teddy. I don't know TB. She said Teddy.
Yeah,
T,
that's him. She
TB
knows.
Teddy. Okay, all right. Shout out
But
to Iris and shout out to Key, bossed up. She said okay lipstick.
thank you.
She said the lipstick
Thank
on
you.
fire right now.
And I was gonna wear pink because
Okay,
everybody know I wear pink, but
pink
blue
is
is
the
my
good.
favorite color.
Blue is my
So
daughter's favorite color too.
really,
Yes.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I want to come in my own vibe, in my own space. So I'm gonna do my blue tonight.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's
So
up,
I
man.
appreciate that. Thank
My daughter
you.
go see the lipstick and she might be inspired. She a little too young for lipstick. She only 10. But she go see that blue lipstick and I know she gonna get inspired because
Oh,
everything is blue. I'm ta-
everything is blue.
I'm talking about candy,
Wow.
soda. She don't really supposed to drink soda, but it's just blue. I'm like, why everything gotta be blue, raspberry, and
Well,
you
it's
know
my
like
favorite color. Blue is beautiful.
yeah,
So
okay. So, so it didn't scare you, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the statistics when you got into it or whatever. You was just, you know,
honestly, I didn't even think about it. I
mm,
was just so hyped up to, be able to do something that I love. Man, I was just hungry,
mm-hmm,
ready. I would stay at the office. Sometimes everybody is gone and my broker's like, what
mm-hmm,
are you doing? Like, I'm like, I got to learn this contract. I got to learn how to do this because
mm-hmm.
I'm writing notes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm trying to learn everything because people always trying to tell you. Because I've been in the game 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? I feel like this. People try to put fear in you, like, oh, you need to be in the game for 20 years in order for you to get to that level. Not really.
That's a long time.
You know, really, it's about what you put into it.
Yeah.
So I didn't let fear stop me. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let fear stop me at
Mm,
all.
okay, how's the market out here though? I mean, you don't just serve Beaumont, but
I serve
you
everybody.
serve everybody. How's
Yeah.
the market out here in Beaumont? Is it
Well,
tricky?
right now it's a buyer's market, and then of course the interest rate is holding at 6.1, between 6.1 and 6.5. So, but like I tell everybody, it's always a good time to buy, and people are always going to be buying homes.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
always selling, so
Yeah.
it's just a necessity
Yeah,
of
because
life.
shoot, our neighborhood, the interest rate was pretty high at the time, like last year, and I
Right,
was, we walked the neighborhood, we seeing like foundations getting built, and I'm like,
right.
shoot, they ain't stopping them from buying, you know what
No,
I'm saying,
no,
or
no.
whatever. So,
A lot of people ask me that, and I sold what 3 houses last month. The month before that, 3 houses on average. I feel like if you focus and zone in on what you're doing, and you know what you're doing is to help people. Your goal is to, give knowledge, educate, help as many people as you can. You're always gonna eat. It's
for
all
sure.
about what you do and how you look at it.
Okay, that's what's up. What's up, Trina on the scene? Shout out to Trina, man. That's the celebrity therapist right there.
Okay, Trina.
Keisha, get at me. I got all my info. Let me know what I need to do. You know what's up.
Is that
Um,
Keisha, the grant writer?
yeah, that's Keisha the girl,
Okay,
right?
I'm gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
with
you
her
got yes.
next month.
Okay, for
So
sure. Keisha, holla at me. I got everything. But yeah, when we first moved out here, they didn't have that. They had like this whole back street now is almost filled with houses,
right.
and they didn't have. I mean, they didn't. It was a lot of empty lots and stuff. Like so, as far as like people building in Beaumont, like you always hear like, man, ain't nobody moving to Beaumont and stuff like that. But I always see. I mean, from my neighborhood is houses getting built. So
Most of my clients are relocation clients.
yeah,
90% of my clients are relocation clients.
okay,
The clients I had today were from Pennsylvania. I sell to people from California, Pennsylvania, all over the world
Hmm.
that are coming here to Beaumont. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's totally not true.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
man. Shout out
Beaumont
to
is growing.
Beaumont doing this thing, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
it's all about how you look at
Them
it.
Pennsylvania people, they gonna get turned out with that food. I got a coworker. He from Minnesota,
Right.
and the food done turned him out.
Really,
Yes, man. He eating
really,
boudin and
everything.
everything. Yeah,
Jawbone. What is it?
yeah, man. Yes, he
Crawfish.
ain't really on the crawfish, but
Okay.
as far as like Cajun stuff, like he,
Right. Right.
it's a big deal from him. So like okay, uh, so you came into the house. You said you love the house, and I appreciate that.
I do.
And we was talking about land, and I'm gonna manifest it. I'm gonna manifest me
Yes.
getting some land. But I'm gonna
Yes.
ask you a question. If I did sell my house, would it be hard for you to sell it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, really it depends on if you're gonna listen.
If I'm gonna listen.
Yes, because
Okay.
everything I do, I do from my expertise and research. You know, I look at the market, I run a CMA, all of the things to come up with a competitive price.
Mm-hmm.
Also, marketing your property. But the client have to listen because most people get attached to their home or they feel like their home is worth more than what it is. And I'm not doing you any justice if I tell you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what you want to hear. I'm always going to come from a perspective of expertise,
Yeah.
you know, my research. And so right now, the houses are sitting on average maybe between 2 and 4 months
Oh,
before
the
they're
sale.
moving. Yeah.
Okay.
So, in this area is an up and coming area, so I don't feel like it would take that long.
Yeah. A lot of people they don't know. It'd be like their first time coming out here in this neighborhood. A lot of people they
Really?
be like, "Hey man, I didn't even know they had houses over here." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
bro." But they actually got a house. It's crazy. Not to tell nobody business, but
Okay.
not the house next to my neighbor, but the house on the side. Like they only been here for like 2 months. They got their house built, and they only been there for like two. No, they haven't. They've been there for like maybe like 8 months, and they already selling it.
What?
Yeah, they already selling it. So, when you leave from here, you might have to go check it out
Okay.
or
I'll
whatever.
check it out.
So,
Hmm.
let me ask you a question. Like, if somebody sells their house, they already have the realtor.
Hmm.
Okay, so if you passing by that house and see it, you can't really do nothing about it.
Um.
Like present it to like a client or like even like try to sell it. Like it don't work like that.
Oh, like how do you get obtain
Yeah,
the sellers?
yeah.
Well, so that's a good question because really sellers have to have trust,
Mm-hmm.
and you build that clientele when you're when through your buyers. When you have buyers, they turn around and they come to you to sell their home later
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
So that's why I say you have to stick with real estate for more than just a year or 6 months because
The
you have to
experience.
grow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have the experience, you have to have the clientele. People have to trust you,
So is it hard?
especially sellers.
You said people don't listen because like
Woo,
I've been here 3 years
people
and
don't listen.
I've been here 3 years. I'm I thank you God. I am so grateful. But the goal is to progress.
Yes.
I'm not knocking where I'm at. I love where I'm at, but the goal is to progress. But
Right.
I just listened to what you said, like people fall in love with their home.
They do.
And
Yeah.
even though I probably can, like I didn't built me a garden in the backyard
Right.
and the landscaping, I didn't did all the land. I didn't change the landscaping. So the roses and shrubs that I
That's worth a
planted,
million dollars.
yes, it's gonna be kind of hard to leave them and let somebody
Exactly.
else take care of them or whatever.
Right. Well, people quite naturally you get attached to your home, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, for
like
sure.
your peace. That's where you go to every night.
Yeah,
So I think that's the challenge with sellers is they have an attachment to their home. So it's
yeah,
harder for them. Like what you're saying. Do you know how many times I hear people say, "But I built this wall over
yeah,
here, and it's worth $2 million," and I'm like,
yeah.
okay, like
Okay,
I
we
don't know
still
how
go.
we're gonna make that work,
Yes,
but
yeah. So
so, but yeah, it's just all about listening. I just feel like And it's not that they don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, they just have that attachment to the
Yeah,
home,
I feel
especially if
that
you're
now.
in that home 30 years or it's your
Oh
grandparents'
yeah, yeah,
home,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
it's sentimental.
yeah. Because my parents like they've been staying in the North End
Hmm.
for in this one house for man 30 plus years.
Right.
And I asked my dad a while back ago, like maybe like 5 years ago, and I was like, man, you ever thought about selling? He's like, I ain't selling this house. I'm gonna stay in this house till I can't stay no until I pass away or whatever. Y'all do whatever y'all want with the house after that. And I'm thinking like, damn, dad, he could have got him a house built
Right.
and out there and out here he'd be like, man, oh, I'm finna go look at the house down the road. I'm like, Dad, you say you ain't selling the house, but don't even be loud like that or
Right.
whatever. But
Right.
yeah, I
You
mean,
get attached.
yeah, he's definitely attached. He did a
Yeah.
lot to that
Right.
house and stuff as far as
And
growing
so
up.
it
So
would be hard for me to convince your father.
he ain't selling. No,
to-
I think if he hit the lottery, I don't even think he'll sell it. He's just gonna keep it. He
Not
just
even for $1 million.
no. I think what my dad would do when he'll probably knock the house down and rebuild it
Right.
and still live like in that same spot. I think that's what he would do. He'll
Right.
probably knock it down, but he ain't moving from that location. That's like
Right.
his
Right.
spot or whatever. So
I
you know what I'm
can
saying?
dig
Shout
it.
out to my dad. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, what is going on here? Okay, I'm gonna have to call it in a second or whatever. But yeah. So what was like one of the most things like surprising things that you learned about the business?
Oh my gosh. I would say, um, and I don't mean this in a negative way at
Mm-hmm.
all, it's cutthroat. Um, I had all these roses and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know. It's something that you have to grow for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then also money. It takes a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
to be in real estate, and you have to spend money to make money.
It takes a lot of money to be in real estate.
Oh my gosh. I
Okay.
mean, you gotta have, yeah, because you have to pay for, you know, the systems, you have to pay. It's just so much money that goes out, your signs, all of the things that go with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to spend money to make money, even with the marketing. And so
Yeah.
some of those things I was missing
Okay.
in order for it to all come together. So yeah, you have to have a little bit of money
You know what?
set aside.
I'm finna tell a story that I never told nobody this before. So a few years back, maybe like 3 years ago, Facebook friend of mine, she hit me. She was
Okay.
like, I think you will be great at real estate and you know how to talk to people and
Right.
blah 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 and all that. She's like, you need to get into real estate and here's a link where you can do the online thing or whatever. And I was like, I don't know about that or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? I thought about it and I actually paid for the thing, the class or whatever.
What?
Yes, and I
You
trust
want to
me.
come work for the team?
No, let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
Man, I didn't even I did like a week and that was it.
Really?
Yep,
Why?
yeah, it didn't hit me.
Right.
I wasn't it wasn't for me. I let somebody kind of talk me into like
Right.
but like, like learning the terms and all that, I was like, man,
Right.
this not it.
It's a total, I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, it's a total different beast. Like
Yeah,
I
I was
tell people, it's like learning Spanish.
like
Really, seriously, it's like
uh
learning Spanish.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
I said
But
no.
in your defense, I always tell people, when you're going through the courses, that's really not real estate. You really have to get out there.
Uh-huh.
You learn real estate on the job, you
Yeah.
know. That's why I always tell I'm mentoring this other young gentleman. He's taking his classes. He just finished. Shout out to Henry for
Okay, shout out
finishing
to
your
Henry.
courses.
Okay.
Like I
Something
told
I
him, I
couldn't
said,
do.
just get get through the classes
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
everything you're gonna learn, we're gonna learn out in the field.
Okay.
That's when you really get the dose of what real estate is.
Okay. What's the day to day? What's the day to day process for
Oh,
like, you know what I'm saying? Because you said, I think you said earlier, you said you showed 12 houses.
I'll tell you this. If you're having a normal day in real estate, you're not busy because there's no such thing as a normal day
Mm.
ever. So, and without, sharing too much information, um, we were supposed to get the keys today.
Mm-hmm.
And so the deal blew up. So they
Mm.
flew back down and we had to get out there.
Yeah.
So I showed 12 houses today.
Jeez.
Got home at what 7:30 we had chosen a house, putting the offer together. They sent me another link to another house,
Mm.
and we see this tomorrow morning, which I knew I was meeting with you tomorrow, and I had all these things going on. So I'm like, tomorrow I wanted to be a relaxing day.
I
So
remember
I'm
you
in.
saying that you like, saying you was pretty busy and stuff like
Oh
that.
my
I think I
gosh,
even
I was
commented on your page. I did
slammed.
the little like search eyes.
Yes,
Like, is she gonna be able to make it?
man, I was slammed. I was slammed. I was slammed. But I'm really grateful for that because it put got me out of my head.
Hmm.
You know, so I wasn't as nervous,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But yeah. So 7:30 at night. Y'all want to go see it right now?
yeah,
Because I'm not trying to go see it in the morning.
yeah.
And I already started on this other
Okay,
offer,
all right.
and I need to put this offer in. So went over there, and we were at the house till what, probably 9:30.
Hmm.
Went home, stayed up till like 10:30, putting the offer together.
Yeah,
Got up in the morning, went to the office, put everything together, met with them to sign, went back to the house to meet the builder. So it's a lot, but I love what I do because you know,
them work hours
oh
don't. Them work hours don't.
man,
It ain't no 9 to 5. It might be a
oh
9 to 9.
no, it's 24. Well, it really is 24/7.
Okay, yeah,
It's 24/7, and
yeah.
that's why I say you have to love it. It
Hmm.
has to be within you. It has to be a passion because think about it. If you don't love something, you're not gonna want to do that 24/7.
Yeah.
And I complain every now and then. It's challenging, but I
Hmm.
still get up every day and I love what I do. I really do.
What's
So,
what's one thing that nobody told you about as far as when you got into the game
man,
that
I
you
would
had to learn? Like, damn, I wish I knew about this earlier.
money.
Money.
Save money. You don't want to start real estate with nothing in your bank account. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, you need a little nest egg, okay? Especially if you are paying bills. I was fortunate to have a husband who pays all the bills and he's like, go live your dream. But if
Yeah.
you depend on this, you need a nest egg.
Yeah.
You really do. And just marketing, you know, putting yourself out there. Like right now I'm a part of BNI, I'm a part of Rotary Club, I'm a part of the chambers. So also that getting a part of different organizations to get yourself out there, putting yourself out there, putting yourself in front of people. The first year I didn't do any of that.
Hmm.
Nothing. So I wish I would have known that. And that's kind of when I started growing, is when I started putting myself out there and started saving and investing in back into my business.
Yeah.
So
And like you said, like a lot of people, they get into it and they don't know that you need to have like a little bread. You know what I'm saying? They jumping in into it to be like, I'm finna sell this house. I'm
man,
finna
what?
sell that house. I'm finna do like this and that. They
God
watch
is
HGTV. They
don't
watch
do it.
the show. I was watching this. I was watching them
Listen,
shows, House Hunters and everything.
HGTV have a lawsuit coming soon from CC. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be watching House Hunters and the person be like, I'm a book writer, and other chick be like, I make mugs, and they be like,
Right.
what's the budget? And they be like 1.2 million. You like, what? You write books and she sells mug. Like, what is y'all
Right.
doing out there? Like,
Okay.
house
Like
got a
y'all better
basement and every
run.
basement, all kind of things and stuff. I'm like, okay, I don't know what y'all doing up there, but
Okay.
Terry Roy, he said,
But you have to have a little money.
yeah. Terry Roy said, my realtor made home buying so much fun for us. We still and laugh and joke about it now. That's what's up. Shout out to T Roy.
Yes.
Yeah. So, um, another question I want to ask you, as far as, what I'm saying, I said, well, what nobody told you about. What's the best part? Because you said you love your job. So, what's the best part of the job that you like about?
The best part of my job is handing over those keys. I'm
Them
telling you,
keys.
I'm serious. Think about it. What purchase are you like in your life? It's the biggest purchase you're gonna make in your
Yeah,
life.
it is.
I'm a doctor in real estate, like
Mhm.
literally.
Yeah.
I'm a necessity.
You're like delivering a baby
I'm delivering a baby
with
to
a
you.
house.
Yeah. And so, like,
Yeah.
that's so dope to me that I get to be a part of something so big, and like I've seen tears,
Mm,
like thank you. I wouldn't have, we wouldn't have did this without. I'm telling you, it is
yeah,
so rewarding
yeah.
to me. And I'm naturally a giver. Like when I say love language, and I don't know if you see my posts,
Hmm.
I say real estate is my love language. It truly is my love language. Like
Yeah,
I get energy from it.
yeah.
I
I,
get energy.
I, you see people hold the keys up, like the big key,
Right.
and that was one of the things I was looking forward to whenever I got a house. I said, I can't wait to hold that key up,
Right. Right.
that big key, and take that pic or whatever. And it was cool, man. It was great. It's almost like graduating. It's like walking the
Yeah,
stage and you get your diploma,
it
and you're
is.
like, finally, or
That's
whatever.
the pivotal moment in your life.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
graduating, buying your first home. That's a pivotal moment in your life. That's something you'll never
Yeah,
forget. I'm gonna be a part of my client's life forever. Think about that.
yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, I want that experience again.
Yeah.
I love my house, but I just want that experience. I want to hold the key again. Like,
Right. Oh,
I
I
don't care if
got
it's
it. I
buying
got
some
the
land
keys.
or another house. I gotta hold it one more. I got it not one more time, however many times I can. But
Right.
I just like that experience. It was dope. And
Yeah,
for my
it's
wife to hold
good.
it too, it was like, yeah, it was like a manifestation, a dream come true. It was prayers. It was, it was a little stressful at towards the
Everything.
end, but yeah,
Everything.
it,
Also, another great part of my job that some realtors don't like. I love viewing homes.
yeah,
Like, I mean, it's exhausting when you have to show 12, yes, but I love like viewing homes and seeing the different, all the different vibes and all like I went in this home here in Beaumont,
hmm,
those like elevators that you see on
yeah,
the Titanic.
yeah,
They had an elevator.
really,
Yes, just like that. So
damn,
just seeing just all the different homes and how neat they are.
yeah,
I love it. I love it.
yeah. And like when you see people, like for instance, let me revert back to house hunters. You see people and they be like, like the neighborhood matters. And I remember picking, like, looking at different houses with my wife, and she was like, "What about this house?" And I felt what those people was talking about, because since I know Beaumont, I know the area. I was like,
Right.
it was just something about a vibe about a particular area, and I was like, I don't like that vibe. I don't. The
Right.
house might have been kind of the house. We probably both agreed on the house, but it was like, man, the
I like
neighborhood
it.
just
Yeah. The neighborhood matters.
like or
It
whatever.
matters.
So, but when we got here, like this was like a brand new neighborhood or whatever, and they have a lot of houses, but this neighborhood is, I ain't gonna lie, I love this neighborhood. People
Yeah.
outside walking, they waving at
Right.
you. Um,
Neighborly.
it's it's very neighborly. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? People walking with their families, and I was like, oh, this is kind of dope. I didn't
Yeah.
know that at the time or whatever,
Right.
but
No, it matters. I tell my clients all the time. That's actually one of the suggestions, that I tell them, like, ride around the neighborhood after 5.
yes,
Go
yeah,
talk
yeah,
to your neighbor,
uh-huh,
get the feel of the neighborhood, because you can't, once you purchase that home, you can't move the neighborhood.
no, you can't.
That's somewhere you're going to be for years and years and years and years and years to come. So, yeah, ride the neighborhood during the evening. Talk to the people, see who's hanging out,
Yeah,
see if it's people running, kids playing, if you have children, all of that matters.
okay,
I actually did a video on that actually too.
okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Well, we got another question. Terry asking you a question here. Um, I know I got you some questions and stuff, but we got, sometimes people ask some questions and stuff. And Terry, one of the guys that he's been with the show from the get go and from the beginning. So when Terry asks a question, what I'm saying, I kind of let it be heard. But he said, with her being in the real estate business, is there any truth to home ownership and rental units being at a 50-50 rate? I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Can you, yeah, elaborate on that?
Yeah, he was talking about as truth to home ownerships and rental units being at a 50-50 rate. I don't know. But that was the question from Terry. So
Okay.
maybe he might elaborate on it and
Yes,
stuff. So
elaborate on that, please.
Terry asking those intricate questions and stuff.
You might need a buyer's consultation.
Yeah. um,
Honestly.
So you drink coffee. Is that a way
I
that you
do.
keep up as far as energy, as far as the work, showing 12 houses, 9 houses? These people are looking at houses like they not just going in for 20 minutes and looking at a house.
No, no, these are like high power clients. Like
Yeah,
people come from spending money,
exactly.
big
And you're not
money.
trying to rush them
No,
to them get to the
no.
next client. So,
It's like we start at 9, we end at 5. Sometimes later than that.
hmm
Coffee, lots of coffee, lots of silence. When I'm showing, I know I love music. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
during my while we're driving, I like to drive in silence
okay,
because it gives me a chance to kind of digress.
helps you think.
Yeah, it helps me think, be one with my thoughts. Um, so yeah, but lots of coffee.
Yeah, I seen you when you came up in here. You was checking out Pac and all that. And so
My
shout out to
favorite.
Pac.
Pac is my favorite rapper of
Yeah,
all time.
yeah. Growing up, I love Pac. He was one of the favorites, man. I ain't gonna lie. Nipsey, he behind you. Nipsey is one of my
They
favorite
all
for
was
sure.
great.
Like
That's why I said I'm surrounded by great
Nip,
people.
Cube, DMX. Shout out to DMX. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Biggie.
R.I.P.
So there's a couple more stuff that I want to get or whatever up here. So it's a growing
It's
process.
dope.
It's a
Super comfortable.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I try to make it comfortable, like, you know what I'm saying, like a little, you know what I'm saying,
it's
like
a
a little chill
vibe.
experience. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just come up in here, and it's like I ain't gonna say it's like a safe space, but it's I could come up in here, I could think and just
Right.
chill or whatever. So I mean, it's kind of dope that I
As
was
soon
able to
as
create.
soon as I stepped in, I felt comfortable.
Yeah, see, that's the job, and I was telling you that.
I know you was, you was, you was.
I was telling you that or whatever.
But unfamiliar
I told
territory.
Kristen that.
I called Kristen before I got here.
Yeah, I told Kristen. I said, man, it's gonna be chill. I like
It
you on
is
social media,
chill.
whatever, blah blah blah. So
I
you know,
mean, it's just something different. Like when you're talking one on one to your clients and when you're talking to the world. And like, wait, you
uh,
know,
oh,
it's
he said
crazy
he
though.
okay. Terry said he means buying and renting at the same rate. Is it more people buying or renting? I
Oh, I
guess that's
see.
what he meant.
You know what? It's
Yeah,
actually kind of 50-50. I have a lot of people that come to me for rent right now
yeah,
because they are, right now, they are kind of holding back because of what's going on in the economy. But you still have those that are still buying. Like I have a video now. I did marry the house, date the interest rate. I'm always going to say, and not because
mm.
I'm a realtor, that it's always a good time to buy because I mean, with
Mm.
rent, it's negative cash flow. You're actually
Yeah.
paying someone someone else's mortgage,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
When you're investing in yourself, I feel like that's always going to be my, I'm always going to suggest that.
Yeah.
And not because I want to make a sale, because everything I do it from my heart.
Yeah.
Because I really want people to invest in yourself.
hmm
Stop paying other people's mortgage.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, like I remember like me asking a question about like buying a house, and I remember it was a few people like, man, you shouldn't buy a house and blah blah blah. They were just saying all kind of reasons, and I was like,
Right.
but you bought a house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna tell me not to buy a house, but
Yeah.
you bought a house
Right.
or whatever? And I was like, I don't want to. I'm not trying to rent forever. Like, I
Exactly.
do kind of want something I could pass down to my kids or
Right.
whatever. I understand that you have to pay taxes, and even if you pay the house off, like you're gonna always pay taxes to the. Okay, that's cool, but if you rent something, you always gonna have to pay rent too. So,
Yeah. And as
uh,
soon as you miss that rent, what happens?
yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
You getting kicked out or
you get
whatever.
kicked out, you get a knock at the door, you
Yep.
live on,
And a lot of these
outside.
apartments, these apartments getting higher.
Ooh, it's expensive.
They getting up there, man. Shoot.
It's not like it was
I
50
know.
years ago. You can't find a
Uh,
two or three bedroom for $1,000. It's just not gonna
yeah.
happen. Not gonna
Yo,
happen.
in 2017, I think me and my wife was paying like five something, maybe six something for a two-bedroom apartment. It was some nice low key apartments off of Delaware or whatever. I think it was
Right.
called High Park West.
Okay.
Chill low key, and it was like maybe 500-600 some bucks in
That's
2017.
crazy.
Yes,
You're not gonna get that.
man.
You're not
If
gonna
I
get
was paying that now, Oh my God, the money that I was been
What?
just spending on unnecessary things.
Easy. You're not
Jeez.
gonna get that right now
Yeah.
at all.
Um. So what was the moment that you said, because you said it took you a while to learn? I think you said like 5 months. What was the moment when you was like, okay, I could do this? Was it your first household, or it took you a few houses to sell and be like, okay,
It
I
look.
belong in this game?
It took me a few houses because the first couple houses I sold went terrible. Like
Really?
what? Horrific.
How
I
can a
had
sale
the
go
worst
horrific?
experiences ever in the beginning. And I want to say, I think that's because God just really loved me,
Mm-hmm.
right? He wanted to grow me really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the first couple houses I sold just went horrific. They did. And I would say really last year, to be honest with you. I've been doing it 5 years, but really last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's when, because at the first brokerage that I was at, we weren't really allowed to market ourselves, put ourselves out there, do much of that because all of that was controlled.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started, having more control over my own business, I had to start thinking more like an entrepreneur instead of an employee.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started putting more into my own business, then I started like, okay, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got this because I quit every day.
Yeah.
I quit every day. I'm just gonna be real with you. I quit every day, and I
uh,
go to work every day.
yeah, for sure.
Because the one thing is, real estate is what uncertainty.
Yes.
I mean, I was supposed to close today.
Mm-hmm.
The deal blew up. So that's why I say it's always important. People get that first big check and they want to go blow it and spend all. You can't do that. You have to
Yeah.
budget. You have to put money to the side
Mm-hmm.
because you never know what's going to happen. You can never count that deal until they sign the dotted line.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Until they
Period.
sign that paper, it's not
It's
official.
not solidified. Like,
Yeah.
nope.
And
So,
it's funny. I don't know if they signed the paper or not, but in this neighborhood, like when they put up a house, they got the frame, the studs up and over, and a lot of people walk this neighborhood, and they would go into the house, just to walk and see,
right,
and stuff like that, and all, contractors ain't tripping or whatever,
right.
and the house was almost built, and
Your house?
no, not my house, somebody
Oh,
else's house,
okay.
and I don't know if they signed the papers.
Okay.
But the house was almost built, and me and my dog was walking the neighborhood, and the door was open. Like, I mean, they were still working on the house,
Right.
but there was nobody there. And we walked in there. We looking in the house, and we like, ooh, there's some nice faucet and all that.
Right.
And then we walk out, and the people that was buying the house, they pulled up, and I was like,
Oh.
oh my God, I was like,
Oh.
it's like, I was
I
like,
live right there.
yeah, I was like, yeah, I said, I live down there. Don't
That's
call
the
the
first thing.
police.
I live down
I
the
say,
street.
don't call the police. And then she was like, oh, no. And I was like, I played it off
Right.
because I knew they were moving to the house because, of course, they was coming like every day. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I see them and we just stay right there. And
Right.
I was like, I don't know if they signed the papers or not or whatever,
Yeah.
but, just coming out of somebody's house, like,
Yeah. That's
I
a
was,
shocker.
I was
Like,
so
what?
embarrassed.
Embarrassing.
I wanted to run and leave my dog. Like, you
Oh,
better, you
don't leave
better,
a dog like
you
that.
better catch up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We out of
Oh,
here or
no,
whatever.
that's terrible.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, ain't nothing's official till
No,
they sign the paper.
nothing is official.
Okay.
Nothing. I've had, oh my gosh. I mean, I've had the day of closing a deal can blow up. So,
Yeah, that's that hurt.
oh, crushed. Okay,
Yeah.
crushed.
Um,
Oh,
let me ask you this. How do you think social media changed the game as far as real estate?
man. Oh my gosh, that's a loaded question. I wasn't in real estate back in the day, but
Yeah.
back in the day, you would have to do what door knocking,
Mm-hmm.
all of that. If you're not putting yourself out there on social media, I mean, it's just a part of it,
Yeah.
and that's
You have
what
to.
you have to. No, you really do. I mean, I'll tell you my story. I mean, I wasn't selling anything, when I moved over because I wasn't marketing myself. So it's something that you have to get used to, even if it feels uncomfortable. Is You keep doing it, it'll start to feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, yeah, I mean, people are on social media all day, YouTube,
Yeah.
you know, Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, you know, that's
Yeah.
just a way of life now.
Yeah.
So,
You know, I'm gonna take credit. I'm finna toot my own horn, but 4 years ago, at least four some years ago, as far as city
yeah,
elected officials and stuff, when I started doing my show, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Getz. He was the first city elected official to come on my show. And
really.
yeah, as far as councilman. And you know, I asked him this, like I said, I want you to come on my show because I feel like people don't know who y'all are.
Right,
When people are voting, we
right,
see all these signs on the
right,
road and we just see the name, but we don't know the person.
right.
So I told him like it's my job, it's my goal at that
I love
particular
that.
time to have y'all on the show so we could see and hear from y'all or whatever. Because none of them was on social media like that. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
Not
Well,
answering
that's
questions.
important.
Yeah, and a few of them was reluctant
Yeah,
to adjust to it, but now shit, they have to be on social media now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
People want to
It
know
just
who
makes
they're
more
dealing
sense.
with.
Yeah, people don't go to meetings like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Their meetings for the city council is like once some in the evening. So
right,
who's gonna go to that unless you're off, unless you take off to go to, unless it's something that really important and
right.
matters to you particularly.
Exactly.
But
And
like
like
I say,
you
it's
touched up
transition.
on a good point. Like people want to know they can trust you. They want to know who you are. And
Hmm.
so social media can give that platform for that.
So social media,
And
go
I
ahead.
appreciate your platform. I mean, what you're doing in the community, you know.
I thank you.
Yeah, I think it's
I
super
appreciate that.
dope. I do.
Yeah.
And I was so honored. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
little me? You want
No,
to talk
nah,
to
nah,
me?
nah,
Like,
nah. Nah, I was thinking
man,
like when you said yeah, I was like, okay, I was like,
I was
yeah, whatever.
excited.
Dude,
Like,
I was excited.
seriously. Like a
Yeah,
kid in a candy
I,
store, but
I was
nervous too.
no, I was excited for sure. CJ, I mean not CJ. MJ Mott said, "What's a creative realtor?" You think that changed the game for you as far as your creativity?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. Really, it did. And honestly, you know, we like I said, we bounce ideas off of each other, but having someone to help you, you know, bring those ideas to life, you know, that's why some I was like spending money, you know, I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to do this because I had the ideas, but you know, sometimes you have the idea, but you don't know how to bring it to life.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would say definitely because it's so weird to me. I was at the I was in Nederland actually, and there was this guy, and he was just staring at me, and you know I'm thinking, oh, it's one of those situations, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like. But he was like, you're the got more lady, the house thing. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
that is super dope. Like
Yeah,
I
for
didn't even
sure.
know, like, and this happened to me like three or four times, and it's like mind blowing. Like wow, like I didn't even know people were watching it like that.
Yeah. You know,
You just don't think,
no, you don't.
yeah,
You don't
you
think
don't think
people be
people
into it like
watching it
that.
like
Yeah.
that.
I went
So
to Waffle House last week and I walked in. It was like five. I just got off. It was like five something in the morning, and there
yeah,
was a couple ladies in there, and that lady was like, "Hey, what's up, podcast man? What's going on? What's up, Mister Facebook?" I was like, "What?
podcast
Yeah,
man.
but podcast man." I say, "What?" I say, "What's good?" I didn't know who she is.
That's
Don't
what's
forgive
up.
me. I'm bad with names, but I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And
Hey,
then in my head, I was like, "God, that's kind of dope." You
that's
know, five
dope.
something in the morning or whatever. But
Yeah, and I appreciate all of the love and support. Like
yeah,
it's mind blowing because I really didn't know what to expect. I was just really trying to get myself out there, and
yeah,
I wasn't really expecting everything that came along with it. It's a blessing.
yeah.
It is. It truly is a blessing.
My boy Zach said, he said her social media marketing definitely captures your attention.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you
for
so
sure. You
much.
don't look shy. I don't think you shy no more, right? You're not shy no more.
I mean,
You're
to a
used to it.
certain extent, yeah, to a certain extent, I am. I mean, yeah, I am. 'Cause
Yeah.
some of the things, like, I guess it depends on how prepared I come. You
Okay.
know, if I'm super prepared, then I'm like, I'm ready, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm so busy that I don't have time to prepare. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't do that well. I'm not, you know, I don't remember my lines. Like I don't even know what to say. So
oh,
it really depends on how prepared. And
you got
we
lines and everything.
man, yes, like
Okay.
we get a script and all. I'm like, I didn't know I could be an actress. I'm a
Cause I got a
realtor.
couple of homies that'll put you in a movie. You could be a realtor on the movie too. I'm not even gonna lie to
Okay,
you.
what's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to holler at my boy T. We
I'll
doing a
be a
movie. I'm gonna have
realtor
to
in the
see.
movie.
I'm gonna have to get
But
you to be a realtor in there.
okay,
Yeah. It's a
okay,
comedy. It's not no hood. It's not gonna damage the brand.
okay,
No,
okay.
we not trying to damage the brand. It's a
No,
comedy.
okay,
It's funny, and your role is gonna be you as far as. But I
okay,
gotta let me pass it by him. I don't just want to
okay,
throw it out there for sure.
okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you while you was saying selling the house or whatever? Like anything like
Well,
a bat flat
recently,
out
oh my gosh, this was so embarrassing, and it wasn't my fault. Recently, this was actually happened with the clients from Pennsylvania on our first 20 showings.
the
We were
first
walking
20.
through the backyard, and I think I made a post about it.
uh-huh.
And she stepped in like poop, and it's like all over her brand new work shoes. And
Ew.
I'm just like, I'm so sorry, you
Yeah, we don't want
know.
this house no more.
No, and exactly that's what she said. She said, "I'm ready to go. I'm
Yeah.
done.
That was a
Yeah,
vibe. That was you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
out of there." But I have a lot of stories. I mean, real. That's why I love real estate too, because every day is different.
Mhm.
Like you're not, like I said, if you have a normal day, you're not working. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just point blank. Period.
I did a vlog a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but when I first got the house, and I was saying like when you show people the houses, and I was saying this, but this is actually kind of true though. And I was like, even though you might like the house, you really want to know who your neighbors is.
Oh, definitely.
You might love the house, but your neighbors, it might be a lot of traffic there. They
Right.
might be having it might be they might be loud with the music or something like that. And that's it's like, damn, I wish I known about this.
Right.
Um,
It's
but
important.
yeah, it's very
Your
important.
neighbors, the neighborhood, all of that is important. I think some people don't think about that until it's too late, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I always suggest just go ride by, go meet your neighbor,
hmm Yeah,
you
for sure.
know.
If somebody was trying to buy a house, I don't know why I didn't ask this earlier, but hey, we having a conversation and it's just flowing. If somebody was watching right now and they'd be like, "What's the first thing I need to do?"
First thing, the first, prepare. Prepare, prepare. When you know you're wanting to purchase a home, start preparing immediately.
Like getting their credit.
Your credit. Oh my gosh, your credit, your credit, your credit.
Mm-hmm.
Start preparing your credit, looking into it, what's on it, what you need to clear up, all of those things. Also, save.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, they may have the credit, but they don't have the funds saved up because there's some expenses out of pocket as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have your inspections, you have your appraisal that you pay out of pocket, your down payment, your closing costs. So you want to have a nest egg, but you also want to have more than that
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want to get into the home because anything can happen. I had a client, and this home was like 4 years old. two
Yeah.
weeks later his AC went out.
Yeah.
So you have to be prepared for those unexpected
Yes. Yeah.
things that arise. So having a nest egg, getting your credit ready,
Mm-hmm.
saving money. You want 2 years of consistent income. A lot of people miss that. So staying at your job, stability, and just talking to a realtor,
Mm-hmm.
talking to a lender, asking questions, start building your knowledge. It's even if you're not ready at the time. I mean, come sit down with me. My
Yeah.
door is always open. I have my own office. I talk to people all the time. They don't, I'm not ready to buy a home, but I just want to ask you some questions. Come talk
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. Just to
You
get the
know,
what I'm saying, which way the direction, and what you said too is as far as like having a next egg just in
yeah,
case something goes out,
save,
because I think a year after we got this house, which everything was kind of brand new, but
right,
I ain't gonna say kind of, it was.
right,
Um, one summer the AC went out,
yeah,
and we like, hold on, it's hot in here.
yeah.
Like, what's up with the AC? So, actually, I think it was like, I don't even think it was a year. No, it could, I don't know, but not
From
to
when
hold that
you
up.
moved in,
Yeah, we had moved
that's
in. It was
crazy.
the first summer. It was like almost a year or whatever.
Okay,
And so I called the guy that built the house. I was like, hey man, the AC out, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Right.
And it's under warranty. Certain things be
Right.
under warranty and stuff like
Right.
that. And so
But you still had to pay something,
yeah,
probably.
so well he did a favor, like the guy, what I'm saying, that did the AC, he came, he looked at it or whatever,
Right.
and he couldn't
Still
find
had
anything wrong because everything was brand new. The fuse did bust,
right.
but he replaced it with a fuse and that popped, and then he put another one and it
Oh my
kind of
gosh.
stayed. And then he gave me like the pack of fuses and he said if something goes wrong just call him again or whatever. But he checked
Right.
everything and he couldn't find nothing.
Right.
Well, I think if the fuse ended up popping again, so I said forget that. So I ended up calling
Okay.
somebody, and the guy came. He checked everything, and he couldn't find nothing. He said, "To be honest with you, this unit brand new. They still got like the grease and stuff on here."
Right.
And
That's
he
smart.
put another fuse in there. Not to knock on wood, but he put another fuse, or I don't, maybe he used a different one, and it
Right.
worked. And he said, "Man, I don't really want to charge y'all because I didn't do nothing."
Oh, that's what's up.
Because nothing's like wrong with it.
Right.
And he was like, the only thing is, and he called the person or whatever. He was like, the only thing is, um, just it's like a month, like a seasonal check. Like they
Okay.
check in the summer and then they check in the winter, and it was like $100 though, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
or whatever. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll pay $100 for y'all to
Right.
come, do a free check in the winter to make sure it's good
Right.
and all that
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But if we didn't have, what I'm saying, if it wasn't a new house and the AC went out,
Yeah.
that's something you have to prepare for.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I had a client, what, two, it's so, because you get your inspection report, but like I say, that's just surface.
Yeah.
So the inspector, they can only inspect the surface. They're not going to go deep unless you hire a professional to look at the roof or the plumbing. Well, 2 months later, she had roots growing in her pipes. So she had to have the
Damn.
entire home repiped.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
So you have to have a nest egg. You don't
Yeah,
want to
for sure.
be house poor, or trying to
Yeah.
scramble up money to fix stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So
And another thing is too, when you do them walkthroughs, to take your time.
yes,
As far as a client, don't be like, oh wow.
yes,
I'm not gonna lie. To me, like I learned it like
hmm
after finding a few things when you
right,
live in a house and be like you call me like, hey, the cabinet or something it
right,
doesn't have or whatever.
right,
And what I'm saying, like, but when you like as far as new people, like new if
yeah.
whoever, if you get a new house or whatever, it's your first house. When you
Take
get
your
when you walk
time.
through, take your time,
I did a
walk
video
through.
on that too.
you
Like,
know,
I'm gonna point things
yeah,
out to you. See the crack in the wall. You see the floors are
yeah,
sloping.
yeah, yeah,
Because a lot of people, when they're buying a home, they're just looking at the surface.
yeah, yeah. They
You
don't know
have
what
to
to look
pay.
for.
No, yeah. So I point those things out because I don't, I want to protect my clients and make sure they're getting the best home,
Yeah,
for them. So I will point all. I just did a video on that
yeah.
actually.
It's almost like you kind of want to bring somebody who has experience that
Right.
has what I'm saying. Almost like when you go buy a car,
Mm-hmm.
or used cars. You might want to bring somebody that has experience to be like, man, look how you crank that. You have to,
Right. Somebody that doesn't have, not partial, that will actually tell you the truth.
Yes, exactly, for sure.
Yes, like tell me the truth.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's why I deal with three different inspectors. So, and I trust them. They're very transparent,
Yeah.
because I want my client to know what they're getting into. If it needs a new roof and the life expectancy on this roof is you only have a year left, I want you to know that
Hmm.
because you need to prepare for that.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it's disheartening when I get a call from a client, which doesn't happen that often, like the roots growing in her pipes
Yeah.
or the roof is leaking, that type of expenses. It's a lot.
Yeah. And it's very unfortunate.
Hmm.
Before we get out of here, what would you tell somebody that wants to get into real estate? What would you tell that person if they say, I want to get into real estate?
I would tell them to have some money saved up,
Mm-hmm.
get with a mentor because I wish I had, and I did have a mentor.
Yeah.
You need a mentor, somebody that's going to teach you, doesn't mind sharing that knowledge with you.
Mm-hmm.
Be patient with yourself. Um, it's not going to be 2 or 3 months with HGTV. Make it seem like you can just get in there and
Yep.
go way to the top.
Yeah.
Be patient with yourself. Um, Take your time. Um, don't compete with anybody. Just focus in and zone in on you and what you're doing, and be authentic.
Yeah, no doubt. Um, now you brought me something.
Yes.
I'm finna tell. Look, if you come on the show, you don't have to bring me nothing. All right.
Listen,
This is just people
but
for the.
everyone knows that CC brings gifts. They
Okay.
know that. I
All right.
love giving.
So we finna see. We finna see. And the packaging is nice too. Uh, let's see what it is. Cause you know what? It's a dope package, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen, I didn't have blue paper.
it seems like it's a lot up in here. What is all this? What we got? Okay, okay, look, okay, yeah, yeah. We got the card right here. Hold on, y'all can't see it. My bad. But we got it. Hey, man.
That's a package that I give my clients when we're first meeting. So I kind of wanted to,
Okay.
so you can kind of feel.
You know, hey, man, Beaumont Port Arthur. I always say they need to put me on one of these magazines
Definitely.
and stuff like that. So I'm definitely check that out.
And
Hey, man,
those
you
are
got your own.
mine.
You on your own. You got your own.
Yep, I'm on my own magazine.
Okay. Okay, Miss Introvert, you're on your own magazine and everything. Okay, I'm gonna check this out for sure.
Yeah.
And we got all kind of stuff like that. Good to be at home. Some summer gatherings. I'm down with this.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to read this because even though the summer passed, next year we're gonna have some summer gatherings and whatever.
Definitely.
We go.
Listen, we have to get you in the magazine.
Yeah, for real though, man. Look you all on the cover and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Good. How can somebody get these other than just being a client?
Well, we have co-branders.
Okay.
So if you get with me or Kristen, we can get with you on how to become a co-brander.
Okay.
You can also, because I distribute them around Beaumont. They're in Rayos, different doctor's offices,
Mm-hmm.
all over Beaumont. So it gives you that exposure.
Okay,
just get
and
with
you
me.
got the process too, as far as like the explaining the process, as far
Yep.
as access your finances, get pre-approved and all that. Okay, for sure, man. Look, hey, man, hey, hey, we got some. What?
My shirt.
Okay,
Got more
hey,
shirt.
hey, for sure. Okay.
And that's a got more bag.
Oh, okay, I got the bag. Okay, for sure.
Mhm.
Dang, it don't stop. It don't. What we got right here?
That's a got more coffee mug.
See, man, I could have been putting
More
this.
cards.
I could have been putting this mug to use. I could have been sipping out the
Yes.
mug, man.
Yes.
Hey, if y'all hear all the rattling on the thing, my bad. Sorry. Y'all hear all around. Got the more mug for sure.
Yes. Got more
My
mug.
morning mug when I'm out there in the garden sipping.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna use this tomorrow for sure. And we
I
got some
hope
more
you
stuff.
liked it.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. It's going in the kitchen. You can't see this. Y'all can't see it the light or whatever. This going in the kitchen
Yes.
for sure. My daughter go all through this though. I ain't gonna lie to you. And we got
Man, if I knew you had a daughter, I would have brought
some
her
nerds.
something too. Well, maybe that could be for her.
Hey, if you would have got raspberry, she would have been all over. If she was some blue now, I'm on these nerds though tonight. I'm gonna hit these nerds as soon as you know what I'm saying. There's something about the vodka and the sweets or whatever that.
Okay.
But man, I appreciate you. I got so much stuff around me. I
I'm glad you
appreciate
like
you.
it.
You know, how was the experience? How
You
was?
know what? I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I
I
told
really
you it was gonna
did.
be chill.
Yeah, it's super chill.
I was
I'm
so
not
concerned.
nervous.
I was concerned. I was really like,
Yeah.
man, I really want to make it comfortable for her. I don't want her to be nervous. I wanted to have we can have a dope conversation, just be
I
chill.
enjoyed it. Like this is awesome. Like what you're doing is awesome. And like I said, as soon as I walked in, I felt comfortable
Yeah, no doubt. Look, Keisha.
immediately.
Keisha say Floyd not getting all the gifts. Yeah.
What you say?
She say, so now Floyd getting all the gifts. I love it or whatever. But man, look, I thank you. I appreciate this because,
Thank
like this
you.
was like, this was a process leading up to having,
Definitely.
people come through to the studio or
Yeah.
podcast room and having dope conversations and you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that.
Thank
So
you for having me. I'm honored. I
yeah.
really, truly am
No,
honored. I've been looking forward to it, even though I was nervous. I'm
yeah.
just honored. Like I'm telling you, when I saw your message, I was like,
You're
wow.
like whoop,
I'm
like,
just
yeah.
yes, I'm there.
So when like, cause income tax season kind of busy too. So when income tax season come around and people got that money or whatever,
Yeah.
and I hit you and be like, hey, people out here want to get these houses. You got time to come on? So
Okay.
now you're gonna be like,
Yes.
okay, yeah, I've been on that for yeah,
I'm
not,
there. When
yeah, yeah,
ask me
yeah,
anything.
yeah. So now you good now,
I'm
whatever.
good.
All
Thank
right,
you
for sure,
so
man. Hey,
much.
look, I appreciate everybody who
Thank you to
tapped in. Thank you
everybody.
to MJ Terry asking the questions. Like I said, this is on YouTube. It's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, etc., etc., etc. Um, Before we got here, Dre say big ups.
Thank
To the
you,
breast
Dre.
cancer event is sold out.
Yes. Yes.
For sure. And
Sold out.
yeah,
Thank you to
man.
everybody that made that possible.
Yeah, so we finna get out of here, man. Y'all have a great
Have a
weekend. Y'all
great
be safe
weekend.
out there. Y'all be blessed. We go see y'all again, man. Peace. We gone. We out of here.